Hello everyone, I'm Adam. In this problem, we want to find which quadrant each of our two angles here lies in. So we'll start with our angle A, which we have negative 132 degrees and 50 minutes. Now, looking at this, kind of remembering that angles are positive if we go counterclockwise, right, from our 0 degree or x-axis, and negative if we go clockwise. So we have a negative angle. So one way to start is starting at our x-axis, or theta equal to 0 degrees, going backwards, we kind of notice, well, theta equal to 270 degrees is going to be coterminal with, say, negative 90 degrees. And working our way around, theta equal to 180 degrees is going to be coterminal with, say, negative 180 degrees. Now our angle, negative 132 degrees, 50 minutes, is going to be somewhere between negative 90 degrees and negative 180 degrees. So somewhere in here, we're going to have our angle, negative 132 degrees, and say 50 minutes. So what that tells us is that that angle, as we can see, is going to be in quadrant 3. Now, before we move on, there's another way that we can do this. And if you don't like dealing with negative angles, another thing that we could have done is you can find a coterminal angle with negative 132 degrees and 50 minutes. And we can find coterminal angles of angles by adding multiples of 360 degrees. So if we just take our negative, say 132 degrees, 50 minutes, we can just add, say 360 degrees to it. And what that will give us is a positive 227 degrees and 10 minutes. All right? So that gives us a positive angle. Now if we look at what we have, from 0 degrees, 90 degrees to 180, right, 227 is going to be between, well, 180 down to 270, so somewhere in here. Between our 180 and 270, that's our 227 degrees and 10 minutes, which gets us into the third quadrant, which we already had. So now let's go ahead and take a look at our next one. So for our angle for B, negative 336 degrees, well, we're going to note the same thing. So from 0 degrees, kind of going in a negative direction, 270 degrees is coterminal, again with negative 90 degrees, and 180 degrees is coterminal with negative 180 degrees. And so we're kind of working our way around until we can get to a comfortable position where we think negative 336 is going to be. Well, 90 degrees is going to be coterminal with, say, negative 270 degrees. So going a little more, theta equals 0 degrees is coterminal with negative 360. So it looks like between negative 270 and negative 360 degrees is our, say, angle, negative 336 degrees. So we are in quadrant 1. Right? Now again, another way to do this is you can find a coterminal angle with that just by adding 360 degrees to it. So if we took our negative 336 degrees and say added 360 degrees, well, that gives us a positive 24 degrees. So from theta equals 0, we know if we went up 24 degrees, would get us somewhere between 0 and 90 degrees, or again in the first quadrant. So there we have it. Thank you very much.